The magic of the unexpected. A heavy mist curled around the base of the old clock tower, the landmark that had stood in the heart of the city for over a century. Tourists gathered around it every day, snapping photos, admiring its grandeur, never looking beyond its towering presence. But tonight, the city was quiet. The streets were slick with rain, and the clock hands were frozen at exactly 3:07 a.m. Ethan had lived here his entire life. He's convinced he had seen all his city had to offer. But tonight, something felt different. His feet moved on their own, carrying him past the usual sights, deeper into an alleyway he had never noticed before. It was narrow, the bricks damp and crumbling, the air thick with an old, musty scent. There was no wind, yet a whisper rustled through the darkness. Have you ever felt like you've seen everything your city has to offer? The words appeared in his mind as if someone had spoken them. Ethan hesitated. The alley stretched on impossibly long until it opened into a courtyard, a place that shouldn't exist. The ground was cracked marble, veins of red spreading through the stone like dried blood. In the center stood a fountain, water trickling down the stone figure of a woman with hollow eyes and an open mouth, as if screaming in silence. Something shifted behind him. Shadow peeled itself from the wall, its form stretching and shifting, moving like liquid smoke. Ethan turned, his breath hitching. The figure had no face, only a smooth expanse of pale skin where eyes and a mouth should be. It reached out a hand, long and bony, the fingers curling as if beckoning him forward. Ethan stepped back, heart hammering. His foot hit the edge of the fountain and a sudden sound filled the air. A clock chime, deep, resonant, echoing through the empty courtyard, the clock tower, but it was miles away. The faceless figure stepped closer, and as it moved, more shapes emerged from the shadows. They were everywhere, filling the courtyard, pressing closer, whispering in voices that were not voices at all. Ethan ran. The alley twisted, stretched, the walls closing in, as he sprinted toward the streetlights ahead. His breath came in ragged gasps. He burst out onto the main road, the city suddenly alive again, cars passing, people laughing. The clock tower loomed in its familiar place, its hands still frozen at 3:07 a.m. He turned back. The alley was gone. Only a solid wall of bricks remained. The city hummed as if nothing had happened. But Ethan knew, some places should stay hidden.